What up? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today we're talking about taking rest weeks and stim breaks, how to properly do it, and is it worth it? Before I get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out every day for you now, from supplement reviews, health food reviews, gizmos, gadgets, goodies, all sorts of good finds for you fine folks out there. So click subscribe and let's get into this. So I just came off of my rest week. I want to share not just my experience, but what I do and everything. Let's get into it here. Quit monkeying around. Here we go. So it's High Stim Saturday. I hope you're all feeling amazing. I've been sober 7.5 years. I started training close to that, right pretty much when I got sober. I started training. My brother was taking me to the gym to help me with my detox, make me feel better. So when I got an AA sponsor to take me through the 12 steps and guide me on sobriety, it just happened to be all God right there, because he is also a world champ bodybuilder. So he didn't just put me up on major game with health, fitness, nutrition, and that lifestyle. He also, saved my life and helped me get sober. Along with my brother. My brother literally came to LA and saved my life. You can see my video a few weeks ago about how that happened. And my brother also put me up on major game about health and fitness, since he was been competing. He's been in this life before me. So the point is, when I started training hard, which was from the beginning, I'm an addict. So when I start something, I put my heart into it, 110%. My sponsor told me, you train for 11 weeks, you take the 12th week off. So that means I train heavy for almost 3 months, 11 weeks, and then I put in the calendar to take the 12th week off. So I've been doing that now for 7 years on the calendar. I have a wall calendar in my house. I still use an old school wall calendar, and I write on it, start rest week. When the rest week starts, begin training 4 times a year. So I go January, February, March. The last week in March, rest week. April, May, June, last week in June, which I just got done with, rest week. July, August, September, last week of September, rest week. October, November, December, rest week. January starts over. See, we're in this for the long run, man. We're in this for the longevity. And what rest weeks do, number one, they're good for your head. Number two, they're good for your body. It allows you to heal up, come back stronger. See, the head tells you, we listen to our heads too much, and that's the same with addiction. Our heads tell us, you don't need a break. You don't need to stop. You got to work out. You're going to lose all that muscle. You're going to lose strength. The body needs the rest. You don't grow when you're at the gym working out. You grow when you rest. You break down muscle there, you rest. You got to give your joints a break, your muscles a break, your body a break, or else you're not going to be in this for the long run. You're going to be in it for the short run. You're going to hurt yourself. So I've avoided injury, thank God. I've stayed motivated. I come back stronger. I've never lost any strength or an ounce of muscle from taking a freaking rest week. Sometimes they come out to 10 days, the rest weeks, and I go from Saturday all the way to the next Monday, where I start my training again on Monday. A rest week means a rest week. I don't do cardio. I don't go and do yoga. I don't do light weights. It means total rest. The most I'll do on a rest week is walk my dog. I mean, that way I'm just helping him out and I'm moving around. Besides that, I'm sitting back, I'm chilling, I'm meditating, and I'm going to tell you what else I do on my rest week, so you know. I still eat healthy, still do my Monday through Friday where I eat spot on clean. I meal prep for my rest week. Nothing changes. I pull the carbs out a little to tighten up because I don't need the energy because I'm not exerting it for my cardio and training. So I pull the carbs down so I could spend that time tightening up. I need very little carb. I bring it down to 100 or 150 grams a day, whatever. And I take out most of the supplements. As far as the supplements go, I pull the creatine out, give myself just a week to tighten up, let all the excess water I've been holding out, and I take no stims, no caffeine, not including coffee, none of it. So hopefully if you're smarter than I've been, the last time I did a rest week, leading up to I tried to wean off, like the last 3 weeks, I've tried to pull it down a little so the stim break wasn't as bad. This time I just kind of didn't pull it down. I was stimming up till the rest week stopped. No matter what, it's cold turkey. Once the rest week comes, end of freaking story. I'm committed and I'm in. I'm pulling back the stims, all that. The only supplements I'm really taking during my rest week, some protein powder if I'm making a shake. I'm taking my vitamin C and vitamin D, and that's about it. I pull the sleep supplements out. I don't do any of that because we adapt to them and they stop taking effect. Anything you put in your body consistently, you're going to adapt to. So I pull it all out, give myself a time to reset. I don't even take my TRT that week. I don't do any of it. I just stop. And maybe there's no science behind that, whatever. I'm not a scientist, man. I just give myself a week for my glands, adrenal gland, all those glands, all those receptors, just to rest and reset while I meditate. And I'll tell you a few things I do. I always get a 90-minute Thai massage on my rest. I should do it more often, but I get a massage. I try and steam and sauna as much stuff as I could do to relax the muscles. There's a private steam and sauna place here. And then I'm going to talk about how to get through the pain of the stim withdrawal. So, you know, I'm just doing all the stuff that I can to rest. It's an opportunity to, I don't know if you want to get some things done. I just lay around, man, and sit still because I spend a lot of time working out, at least 35 minutes in the morning for cardio, and then I hit the weights for an hour after work. So I'm dedicating almost 2 hours a day to training. And I go hard, man. So if you're go hard like me, don't listen to your head. Take a rest week. So yeah, and then I pull all the supplements out. I eat clean. I still do my cheat meals or whatever you want to call them, my indulgences, Saturday night, Sunday night. Nothing changes. I enjoy myself. So I stay dialed in, except I pull all those supplements out. So as far as the stims go, it's rough, man. I'll be honest. It's rough. Some of you might be able to pull caffeine out and you just get maybe no side effects. Maybe you get a little headache. I'm super sensitive. I'm very in tune with my body. I don't know if it's about my past drug use or the life I live now. I notice everything. So I have had, every time I come off caffeine, I have very bad sciatica pain. And I don't even overdo stims and caffeine. You know how I am. I practice restriction. I take sometimes 120 milligrams a day, sometimes 200. Sometimes I high stim saturate, but I only allow myself one serving of caffeine a day, and it's first thing in the morning for cardio, or the once a week on, you know, the pre-workout or whatever. So I don't even, and I'm super sensitive. So the first couple of days I do get bad headaches. And my energy is really low. I have bad brain fog, and toward day 2, 3, and 4, I start having horrible muscle aches. It happens every time. It's happened for years. My back, I have back pain, and I found out that it's super common. Caffeine blocks receptors called adenosine, and then when you pull the caffeine out, all those receptors are like going crazy. To me, it's way more than just caffeine headaches. How do I deal with it? I embrace it. When it gets, you know, I'm really against Pharmaceuticals, like if they're completely unnecessary, I'll never judge you for antidepressants. I just think they should be a last resort. Painkillers, opiates, I don't believe opiates are really that effective for pain. But I'll never take them again anyway because I'm a recovered heroin addict. I'm just talking about pharmaceuticals. I am on TRT, so I do take things as a last resort. So for me to take Advil, I have to be almost like in agony, and sometimes that's how bad the pain gets in my nerves from coming off Stims cold turkey like that. I must be just super sensitive to it, and after finding out on the internet, it's actually extremely common. So I'll take Advil once a day as needed. I try and hold out till after work, and I try and embrace the pain, because I don't just believe in quick fixes like that, but when it's really bad, I'll take 2 Advil and it knocks it right out. That stuff's a miracle because I don't ever take it, I don't ever abuse it. So Advil's very helpful. Drink a ton of water, and there's not much you can do except embrace it for those 7-8 days, to be honest. Your best bet is going to be weaning off the time before up to the stim break. So you might want to go down to 100 milligram, 50 milligram, whatever, if you can, if you have the self-control. I just kind of have been going cold turkey and then just embrace the pain. I like to suffer. I got some kind of problem in my head. I don't know why. Maybe it's the same reason I like hot Bikram yoga. I embrace suffering. I feel like it's just for the greater good. I'm probably nuts. So there's not much I could do. The better, I tell myself it's for a good cause, the suffering, because I've gotten, I get so many highs. Sometimes you just gotta endure some pain, man. And, my grandparents telling me, just drink a cup of coffee, it's fine. I'm like, but Grandma, that neglects the stim break then. This is for a reset to keep my tolerance low. And I come back and I start low. I start with the fat burners that are 120, the transparent lab, 120 milligrams, the 200 milligrams of caffeine. I don't start with the crazy hardcore Shogun or this stim or that stim. But I'll tell you, man, I will always take a rest week and a stim break every 12th week and train for 11 weeks. And I train my heart out like I'm competing. I've meal prepped for over 7 years. I haven't fallen off once in 7.5 years since I started training. Except I went to jail for 6 months when I was sober, 4 months really with the good time. I had to turn myself in to make amends and deal with some past warrants. Besides that, in 7 years, I haven't fallen off from my training. And I believe those rest weeks are a big part of why. I believe they keep me refreshed, they keep me dialed in, they give me a chance to rest, not get burned out, so I want to come back strong. So I'm not overtraining, overdoing it. And then I could train hard for 11 weeks, get stimmed up, practice moderation, keep meal prepping, eating clean, and doing the best that I can, man. And I'm always, the most important thing we can do is try and help others. And I'm just trying to give you $1 million game, man, because my sponsor's 72 years old. He's been training people well over 40 years, and he saved my life, so I have no business ignoring him or not listening to him. So yeah, I'm a big believer. Schedule your rest weeks. Put them on the calendar. 11 weeks, take the 12th week off. That's what I do. That's what works for me. Might not work for you, man. You might say, I can't do that. I don't know. You might not go as hard as me. You might go harder than me, and you really need the rest week. You might need them every 8 or 9 weeks. I don't know your body, man. But you got to listen to your body, just like I got to listen to my body. And take the stim break. A lot of people take stim breaks while they're training. To me, I don't want to do that, man. I want to train the way that I train. I got my routine. A lot of people are like, yeah, I'm still training just without the stims. I don't want to do that. I want to take my stim break the same time as I take my rest week. That way I can just deal with them both. So I'm not training and trying to get through workouts and feeling like junk, because then you're not lining it up. I don't want to, that week kind of sucks, man. So you pull the stims out. If you're like me, you've been taking a lot of them, you know, I'm reviewing them all the time, it's going to suck. So I don't want to be training and pushing through workout. I'd rather rest while I'm on the stim break. So line them up at the same time if you can. And I schedule vacations too, if I can. It doesn't work out like that a lot of time. Like if I'm taking my once a year vacation to Florida or twice a year, I'll try and schedule it on that 12th week so I can go to Florida and enjoy myself. Or whatever, you know. And it works out well like that. A lot of times it doesn't work out like that, and I end up having to work out when I go out of town. I'm still training because it's still during those 11 weeks. But, you know, just some things to think about, man. Just trying to put you up on some things that have really worked for me. That's what I got. So that's how I get through the stim break and the rest week. I suffer a little, man. I suffer a little, and putting things on the calendar solidifies that I'm going to do it. It's never like I get to the rest week and I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to end up doing that rest week, or that's not an option. It's on the calendar. I've already solidified. It's going to happen. It's been like that over 7 years. So it ain't going to change now, man, because I'm in this for the long run, because working out, man, is going to be your best friend. Never going to do you wrong. And you know you're dialed in when it hurts more not to work out than it hurts to work out. See, a lot of people look at it like a chore. I'm sorry for them, because they haven't connected the high yet, that working out feels good. When you've gotten to what I'm talking about, where it hurts worse not to work out than it hurts to work out, then you know you've kind of made it. So that's what I got, man. If you like this, subscribe to the channel. If you didn't freaking like it, also subscribe to the channel, man. If you didn't like it, you're probably due for a rest week. That's what I got, man. Garage Gym Homies, always gonna give it to you straight, man. Always. Together. Let's get this dang muscle. God bless all of you. I'm out.